guys, Ralph here. Welcome to True Power Trumpet Fitness on this terrific Tuesday here in Connecticut. Life's good, guys. Life is good. Anyway, you saw the thumbnail. BATALLAN. I think that's how he pronounces it. I was going BATALLAN, putting the accent in the wrong place. Does matter. But anyway, a legend in the making. Just spectacular, man. Spectacular. And I have some apologizing to do, which I don't like to do. All right, I played a lot. Let's see if I've got anything left, and we will take it from there. Anyway, that is the most delicious orange juice. Anybody know what these oranges are called? Homely looking things, but they make the best juice. It's almost frothy. The words escape me, but it's almost like a cappuccino. It's so fluffy. It's absolutely delicious. Anyway, BATALLAN. Now, I've heard a lot of things that he's done on the internet and all this. Never heard him live. I'd love to hear him live. But, and this thing that I'm going to put down below, I have seen before, and it just fell in my lap for some reason yesterday. Now, here's the deal. I was wrong. I can do this. I can do this. I was 3 times the charm. I can do it. I don't like to do it, but I can. I was wrong. Okay? I said it. I was wrong. God, I hate being wrong. Anyway, I've done a couple videos on Esteban in the past. And you know I think he is hilarious. But every once in a while when I hear Mel Broyles or I hear Herseth or something, I get on my high horse. Oh, there's nothing like that going on today. The golden age of brass, and I do believe that. I do believe that wholeheartedly. But man, you listen to this down below, Mahler fifth, and you listen to that fire he gets in the middle and the upper register, the A, concert A on the top of the Mahler fifth solo. It's Harry James and Herseth combined. This this guy is extraordinary. Absolutely extraordinary. And he goes into some of the other more lyrical passages, caresses the baby, in the first movement of the Mahler fifth. And it is just so glorious. Glorious. And each note pops. There's no stretch at all. I mean, he is tremendous. Absolutely tremendous. And I sent this to a couple buddies of mine. And one of them sent back, I'd like to hear him on a B-flat trumpet. Now there is, if you want, so inclined, there is a video of him doing the Harry James Concerto. Tribute to Harry James. It's not the Harry James Concerto. But he, on a B-flat trumpet, there's not a chance on God's green earth he's playing that on a Bach mouthpiece, okay? But that is a encore to a concert that he was doing before. I believe he did the Joe Levay required to fly prior to that. He just comes out and nails it to the wall. This was before Chicago Symphony days. Anyway, guys, he's the whole package. And for me to say he doesn't measure up to Mel and Herseth, I just can't say that. I can't say that anymore. I do think he's the best of the bunch. I'm going to do one tomorrow, and Perico also said his man was Michael Sachs. Something to be said for that. Something to be said for that. And I'm going to do another video on Herb Smith. Okay, he just contacted me this morning. He wants a 1SB cornet shank for his piccolo. And hopefully I can talk him into sending me a little snippet of him on the piccolo trumpet. I bet he sounds incredible. I bet he sounds incredible. And those three guys, the notion that they aren't as good as John Ware and BATALLAN and all that, Tom Stevens, they're right there with him. They're right there with him. And BATALLAN, now, I don't know the whole ins and outs and the gossip. I'm not privy to a lot of the gossip anymore. But this one was unbelievable. The current principal trumpet of the New York Philharmonic came from Chicago. And from what I can tell, first of all, they had to pay him. He was in the middle of a contract. And the New York Philharmonic couldn't find a person to fill in for Phil Smith. Big shoes. Okay? They had their eyes on Chris Martin. They had to buy out his contract from Chicago. They paid him an extraordinary amount of money to make the leap. I mean, even though the first trumpet player in the New York Philharmonic is going to get handsomely paid. I mean, it's not Donald Trump money, but it's a nice living. He got almost double that to make the jump. He had a year to decide whether he was going to stay or not. He has stayed. In the meantime, Chicago went and got BATALLAN, which, guys, I'm telling you, it's the closest thing, if not the real thing, to Herseth out there. And I can only think the Chicago Symphony is thrilled with the way that transaction worked out, because they got the guy in the world. Absolutely the guy in the world. Nothing against Martin. The guy in the world. Okay? Now, I'm thinking, if this guy does another 20 years, I mean, he's a young guy. If this guy does another 20 years, 25 years, 30 years, I mean, we're going to be having this discussion again. That, I mean, the icon will be called, I mean, he is. He's that great. And you know as well as I do, it has to pass the test of time to really get into Herseth, Broyles, that type of thing, that type of echelon. His playing is there. If it withstands the test of time, he's got it. So, guys, I can't say that's so hard for me to say. Let's just say this. I stand corrected. How about that? But he is every bit. As I said before, I thought the last guard, the last bastion to the glory years of brass and trumpet, which I do believe was that generation, was Phil Smith. Okay? And, you know, the connection to Vacchiano and all that sort of stuff. And I do believe that generation as a whole was infinitely superior, as a whole. But BATALLAN is at the top. The rest of them, there's a gap. And then you have the rest, who are excellent, great. Esteban BATALLAN. God, you're enormous. You're incredible. Listen to that tone. Listen to that sizzle. Now, it is a Bach Mount Vernon trumpet and a C trumpet. Now, there are articles about him that I've read that he talks about how Herseth was his idol. And he programmed his trumpet to emulate Herseth, his trumpet playing. You can hear it. You can hear it. It's a cross between Herseth and Harry James. And if you go dig up the tribute to Harry James that he does, it's on the internet. I'm not going to leave it down. I'm going to leave the Mahler Fifth thing. You'll see what I'm talking about. The goods. The absolute goods. All right? Anyway, eat and drink your fruits and vegetables and live your... Oh, I'm going to see my mother this weekend. I can get something up Friday. No problem. Full week. Okay, guys. Eat and drink your fruits and vegetables. If anybody knows what the heck this is, it's an orange, but anyway. Love you all. We'll talk again tomorrow.